Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about our reception package, our ceremony package, and why we aren't having any kids. But before we get into that, I would just like to say Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I hope this year's been good to you so far already. I hope you're staying safe out there. We had a fantastic Christmas and Boxing Day and New Year's. It was full on in our house, but it was so good. And I would just like to do a little shout out to my beautiful little niece, Skylar, that yes, the vlog from that weekend will be up this week. So don't you worry, I promise it'll be up. And thank you for watching all my videos. Love you. Mwah. So let's get into it. Our reception venue is Festival Function Centre, as I've mentioned in my previous video, and our package is for 100 people. So I'll put a couple of photos up here of Festival Function Centre so you can get a good idea of what it is like, what the vibe's like, and what our theme sort of is, which as you can see is elegant and romantic. So as I said in my previous video, this was one of the venues that I absolutely loved before Luke even proposed to me. Now I know what you're thinking, oh my god, what a crazy lady, she was already organizing her wedding with a man that hasn't even proposed to her yet. I'm not crazy, I'm just in love. So this was just a venue that I found on Facebook and I followed them and I would always look at their photos and I saw that they had amazing package deals. Just thought, oh my god, this is amazing, this should be our wedding venue. And I would show Luke and he wouldn't be as interested. He's a conservative type and he was probably like, is she crazy? I mean, she's talking about wedding stuff. I haven't even proposed to her. I haven't even got a ring. I haven't done anything to do with that. I'm not crazy. I'm not. Anyway, this is the package deal that we are going with for our reception venue. So our package deal is $14,990. $14,990, which might seem like a lot, but wait, you just need to hear what's in the package deal and then you'll realize, that's amazing. This is the last time I'm going to record this. This is the third time that I have been talking for 5 minutes plus and bloody thing won't keep recording. So let's get back into where we left off. Our package deal includes a 3-course meal, a 5-hour alcoholic beverage package, chair covers, chair sashes, table centerpieces, a 5-hour VIP limo ride, and drinks for the bridal party. With wedding trimmings, a professional DJ and MC for 5 hours. I'm not even done. Wedding night, accommodation for Luke and I at the Playford Hotel, and transport for us from the reception to the hotel after the wedding is all over and done with. Like, how amazing is that? Honestly, they've got the perfect package deal. I say it's not a lot of money, but for what you get, it's such good value for your money, at least in my opinion. Just making sure we're still recording. So we actually booked our venue about 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years out from our wedding, because I'm a very organized person, as you would have seen in my video about how my wedding journey is so far. You can have a look at that video. There's a part 1 and a part 2. So we had to put down a $3,000 deposit because it was further out than people usually would book it. But that was fine for me. That was fine for Luke. We have it all done. We're all ready to go. It's all done and we're so happy with it. And we haven't even thought about changing our minds. Now I need to talk about someone. Larry, you are absolutely amazing. You have been so amazing to me. He's the one that organizes all the weddings and events and such at the venue, and I've been emailing him things that I don't even need to think about. For example, start of last year I was emailing him, so what do you think about this timeline for the reception on my wedding day? What do you think of this? Do you think we could do this? And these things didn't even need to be thought about until probably mid this year. But he was so good to me and he would answer all questions and he would answer them like that. I would always get an email that same day. So thank you so much for putting up for me. Appreciate. I won't go too much into detail about the actual reception venue because, as I mentioned before, of my wedding journey so far, I talk a bit about the venue there. But on the brief, it is a beautiful ballroom area. It's got a massive chandelier with fairy lights that come in with the room, beautiful big dance floor, big bar, and a classy, elegant, romantic room. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. So here are my tips and tricks for finding your perfect reception venue from my experience. experience. Number 1, find a venue that speaks to you. Now, if you're anything like me, you get emotional about these things. You could walk into a venue and just feel it straight away and it hits you like a ton of bricks and you have to have it because it's beautiful. You feel so emotionally attached to it. Or you could be like Luke. The venue speaks to you. You love the venue, you feel the venue, but you're not on an emotional level with the venue, and that's okay. You don't have to be an emotional, I don't want to say wreck, but anyway, just find a venue that speaks to you, that makes you just think, this is perfect, this is where we want to get married. Number 2, make sure you look for venues that are actually in your taste. For example, we're having an elegant ballroom kind of wedding. We're not going to go to a barn and expect an elegant ballroom. Vice versa. If you're looking for a more rustic approach, you're not going to find it at a ballroom venue. Number 3, so important, guys. So important. Only look at venues within your budget. Just please do not go to a venue that you feel like you're going to love and fall in love with that is out of your price range. If you know there's a venue that you just know you're going to love and it's $5,000, $10,000 over what you're actually wanting to spend on your reception, just don't go and look at it. Don't even put it into your equation, because the last thing you want to do is go there, fall in love. You don't want to cut things out of your wedding that are really, really important to you. For example, your dress could be really, really important to you, and you might have to compromise your dream dress because you are spending extra money elsewhere that you didn't budget for. Number 4, it's also very important. It is your wedding. It is yours and your partner's wedding. If you both love the venue and your sister, your brother, your mother, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your best friend, your bridesmaid, your maid of honor, anybody tell you they do not like your venue, it's not their wedding. It is your wedding. Don't let anyone influence how you feel about your venue. Super, super important. Now, our ceremony venue. I realized I probably should have done my ceremony and then the reception, because anyway, it doesn't even matter. It's fine. Ceremony venue. Let's go. So our ceremony starts at 3 p.m, which hopefully will be the ideal time because we will be in daylight saving. And the sun doesn't go down till like 9 o'clock. So it should be a pretty good time. It shouldn't be too hot, shouldn't be too cold. But you never know. But you can hope that it doesn't rain on your wedding day, because it's a garden ceremony and self-explanatory. You really don't want to have rain on your wedding day when you've got a garden ceremony. I'm very excited to tell you what is included in the ceremony package. So good, so amazing. I feel like we hit the jackpot. So the price for our ceremony venue is $1,850. We actually weren't planning on spending this much for our ceremony venue, but we did have the money to do it, and it feels so worth it. So this is what is included in our ceremony venue. It includes 3 to 4 hours on site, full setup, full pack up, the rotunda, this beautiful thing right here, decorated signage table with 2 chairs and sashes, 50 plastic chairs, a red carpet, sunshade umbrellas, shepherd hooks with decorations down the aisle, ice water, minimum 2 food platters for nibbles, background music, rose petals or bubbles, lots and lots of photo opportunities anywhere on site, expansive views, pond and waterfall, there's a fountain, wheelchair access, fully licensed bar with very well priced drinks. Drink waiting staff is provided. Fancy. There's a separate entrance for the bride and groom and the guest. There's on-site parking. It is totally secluded, and we can have a wedding rehearsal there before the day. So this had a $1,000 deposit, so we only have to pay off $850 left on that one. I will put a couple of photos here. It is so beautiful, guys. It is just perfect and amazing. It's exactly what we wanted. So we actually did have a couple of venues in mind, and we wanted to keep it relatively close to the reception as we could. And we went and had a look at a couple of different venues, but then I found this one and it really caught our eye. And as soon as we saw it, it took our breath away. It was a picture perfect garden ceremony location to us. For a bonus, our photographer and videographer have actually done weddings here before. So they know the area and they know the space and they know how to work their cameras Yes. The people there were so lovely, nice and welcoming. A couple of places we went to weren't as nice and welcoming. And they've said they're only an email away if we ever needed anything, or a phone call away if we needed to have a chat or had any questions at all. So that is our ceremony location. Our reception and ceremony are actually about 40 minutes apart. So we have decided to get a bus for everyone, which I think is a great idea, because then one, you don't have people drinking and driving, which they shouldn't be anyway, but you reduce the risk to a zero. Two, they can have drinks and not stress about driving. And three, they don't have to leave their cars anywhere. The bus will be going from the Playford Hotel to the ceremony, and the ceremony to the reception, and then everyone can find their way back from the reception. Lastly, I just want to talk about kids. This was really, really hard for Luke and I to say no kids. We love our family. We absolutely adore kids, but it was just getting too expensive to have kids at the wedding, especially since we have a relatively small wedding of 100 people. The only kids that are going to actually be at the wedding is going to be Violet, Finn, and Lincoln, and that is just because they are actually physically in the wedding as the flower girl and page boys. Now, Violet and Finn, they are actually going to be getting a babysitter halfway through the reception, because I'm sure they're going to be exhausted and tired, and they're not going to have fun at the reception. They're only going to be just under 2, both of them. So they're going to be worn out, buggered, done, finished, ready for a nap, which I will be probably too. But no, party all night for this one over here. I don't know why I'm like this today. And also another reason was we want parents to let their hair down. We want them to have a kids-free night and not have to worry about how much they drink so they have to drive home, or how much they drink so they have to watch their kid later on at the night. We just want everyone to have as much fun as they possibly can. And let's be real, kids are going to get bored in the reception. That is it from me. I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I hope you'll have a fantastic new year. In my next video, I will be talking about our save the dates and our guest list in the next Wedding Wednesdays video. 2 of the hardest things I've dealt with in wedding planning so far personally. So that's going to be fun to talk about. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that little bell to be notified whenever I make any new videos. I'll see you next time. Bye!